Messi out? Yeah. A word on him, a word on his World Cup.
I don't think anybody thought that Argentina would go deep into this tournament because of their defensive frailties. He's a wonderful player. You know, I don't think not winning the World Cup will affect him. Of course, he wants the World Cup because he's always constantly being, you know, compared to Diego, who's like the shadow in the stadium, isn't he, over everybody, shouting and moaning and pointing at people. But you know, he's arguably one of the greatest players of all time. This doesn't matter because you need 10 people around you, don't you, who can help, who can score goals, who can create, and more importantly, who can defend, who can be organised and do the dirty stuff and defend. And he hasn't got it, and he hasn't had it for a long time.
You can imagine he's kind of glad this is over, yeah? He can go back to Barcelona?
No. Are you kidding me? Players don't want anything to ever end. You know, he doesn't see the frailties like we see it because they want to see the positive. They want to focus on what's going on forward. Surely they understand that they needed to shore up the defense, but a player never wants anything to be over as far as a tournament, especially one as big as this.
No. However, he's far more comfortable in Barcelona and far more appreciated in Barcelona than he is in a lot of areas in Argentina, where people kind of take him for granted and expect unrealistic things simply because of the shadow that you just spoke of, Diego Maradona. I don't know if Lionel Messi would ever be beloved if he didn't win a World Cup in Argentina. And that's a standard that others have set for him. And that's, fairly or unfairly, that's where people start measuring up Lionel Messi in Argentina. The truth is that he's a tremendously talented player, a generational talent, and we should not take him for granted.
Will he be criticised more, Lionel Messi? Who will get the criticism over this performance? Will it be the coach? Will Leo get more criticism than the other players because of who he is?
I think when you see that this team looks as organized as a pickup game on a Sunday morning, I think clearly a lot of the pressure is going to go on Sampaoli. And to some degree, that helps Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
It also helps the fact that Argentina are in this tournament because Lionel Messi scored a hat-trick away from home against Ecuador to put them in this competition. So when people say he doesn't deliver in the big moments, that's not true. There is a limitation to this team that goes beyond just the 11 players on the field, just Sampaoli. The whole structure of Argentine football is all over the place.
Listen, Maradona and his pomp wouldn't have dragged this side to the World Cup final or winning it. Absolutely not a cat in hell's chance. I mean, come on. You've seen things Messi can do at club football and international football. He couldn't have dragged that shambles of an organisation. Maradona couldn't. I mean, I know it's all comparisons, but that's what people are doing already. Oh, well, he's not a Diego Maradona. The guy can't win. Yeah. He just cannot win.
So to your point, the fact that he can't win, maybe the fact that there's a part of him that says, you know what, in a quiet moment, it's like, I'm glad this is over. Right. I don't have to deal with this anymore.